Announcing the commencement of the first purge.
I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
Good morning, everyone. It's August 10th, 2018. I'm Eric. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Haven't made videos in a few days because I got a notice from YouTube. They're blocking one of my videos in other countries, apparently. I'm not even sure what I said in that video, but I'm thinking they're probably going to take my channel back down here pretty soon. That being said, don't forget to subscribe to my backup channel, Anti-Authoritarian. The link is in the description box below. And also, I'm on BitChute. And you can go there if you don't find me here anymore. It's just Kill the State on BitChute, and that link is also in the description box. So, a lot of shit's gone on. Alex Jones has been taken off of, what was it? Facebook, YouTube, a couple other places. The names of them escape me at the moment. Oh. Didn't mean to go there. Not a bad looking chick though. That's Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, I believe. Yeah. If you never heard of her, you might want to go check her out. She's got some pretty good videos herself. But Lord Jacob Rothschild issues warning. The New World Order is in jeopardy. This is on the Free Thought Project. Over the past 3 years, an unexpected voice of caution has emerged from one of the most legendary families in finance, Lord Jacob Rothschild. Readers may recall that as part of the RIT Capital Partners 2014 annual report commentary, the scion of Rothschild family warned that the geopolitical situation is most dangerous since World War II. 1 year later, Jacob Rothschild again warned about the outcome of what is surely the greatest experiment in monetary policy in the history of the world. And then again, in August of 2017, he cautioned that share prices have, in many cases, risen to unprecedented levels at a time when economic growth is by no means assured. Little did we know that they were only going to keep rising, but related to that, he also made another warning which the market has so far blissfully ignored. The period of monetary accommodation may well be coming to an end. Geopolitical problems remain widespread and are proving increasingly difficult to resolve. Fast forward to today when, in the latest half-year commentary from RIT Capital Partners, Lord Rothschild has made his latest warning to date, this time focusing on the global economic system that was established after World War II and which he believes is now in jeopardy. The billionaire banker pointed to the U.S.-China trade war and the Eurozone crisis as the key problems putting economic order at risk and the lack of a common approach. A reference to the gradual unwind of globalization in the wake of President Trump that has made cooperation today much more difficult. In 9/11 and in the 2008 financial crisis, the powers of the world worked together with some common approach. Cooperation today is proven much more difficult. This puts at risk the post-war economic and security order. If it wasn't clear if he was referring to the post-war fiat standard that emerged once FDR devalued the dollar relative to gold and then fixed the price for the yellow metal, a tennis link that was subsequently destroyed by Nixon, who finally took the U.S. off the gold standard, or the primacy of the dollar, which emerged as the world's reserve currency after the end of World War II. But whenever one of the people who profited handsomely from the post-war world order warns it may be on its last legs, it may be time to worry. So even the people who created the financial system, the family, now the head, Jacob Rothschild, is saying that our financial system is on its last legs. So, with global risk growing, how is Rothschild positioned? The Lord writes that in the circumstances our policy is to maintain our limited exposure to quoted equities and to enter into new commitments with great caution. And indeed, in the first half, RIT had a net quoted equity exposure of only 47%, historically low. The reason the iconic banking family is concerned that the 10-year bullish cycle and market rally could finally be ending. The cycle is in its 10th positive year, the longest on record. We are now seeing some areas of weaker growth emerge. Indeed, the IMF has recently predicted some slowdown. While Rothschild noted that many of the world's economies have enjoyed a broad-based acceleration not seen since the aftermath of the financial crisis of 2008, with as many as 120 countries seeing stronger growth last year, he also cautioned that we continue to believe that this is not an appropriate time to add risk. Current stock market valuations remain high by historical standards, inflated by years of low interest rates and the policy of quantitative easing, which is now coming to an end. One potential risk is Europe, where debt levels have reached potentially destructive levels. The problems confronting the Eurozone are of concern, both political and economic, given the potentially destructive levels of debt in a number of countries. There is also the threat that the global trade war accelerates substantially from here, as Chinese stocks have learned the hard way. The likelihood of trade wars has increased tensions, and the impact on equities has been marked. For example, by early July, the Shanghai Composite Index had dropped some 22% from its peak in January. Rothschilds also echoed the recent warning from the head of the Indian Central Bank, warning that the shrinking of global dollar liquidity is hurting emerging markets. Problems are likely to continue in emerging markets, compounded by rising interest rates and the U.S. Fed's monetary policy, which has drained global dollar liquidity. We have already seen the impact on the Turkish and Argentinian currencies. Finally, Rothschild remains understandably concerned about geopolitical problems, including Brexit, North Korea, and the Middle East at a time when populism is spreading globally. Rothschild continued the shift away from U.S. capital markets exposure announced 2 years ago, noting that his exposure to absolute return and credit assets continued to generate steady returns on currencies. The net asset value benefited from the strengthened U.S. dollar. Compare the collapse in the fund's USD exposure, which as of June 30th was only 29%, to the 62% as recently as December 31st, 2016. Not surprisingly, RIT's investment portfolio continues to do quite well and has now returned over 2,400% since inception. Below is a snapshot of where every hedge fund wants to end up, the Rothschild's investment portfolio. Finally, for all those wondering where the Rothschild family fortune is hiding, here's the answer. I don't see any freaking answer. Do you? Anyway, when Lord Rothschild says something bad is going to happen, he certainly is in a position to know. I mean, he is arguably one of the most powerful people living on the face of this planet at this moment. So, anyway, I thought I'd share this with you, and I hope everyone has a great day. Kill the state before the state kills you.